Okay, Chrisley Knows Best reality show. Okay, let's get on to reality show. Chrisley Knows Best. Okay, Chrisley Knows Best. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is IJ, and if you're stumbling across this channel for the first time, please do subscribe and share my channel with your friends and family. And if you are a regular subscriber, please by all means hit the like button so this video gets to be seen by many people, and hopefully we all get to learn. And of course, in case you do not know, it does actually help to promote other YouTubers who promote similar topics. Thank you again, and my channel is Tell IJ, and I do hope sooner or later you guys will have stories, personal stories you want to share. And like I said earlier, I promise you your name or location will not be revealed. Now let's get on to it. I'm just here only for a short time because I want to talk about a popular reality show some of you out there may or may not know about, called Chrisley Knows Best. Chrisley Knows Best is a reality show based in United States, and is based around a family who originally came, if I'm not wrong, they came from the southern part, i.e. around South Carolina, and they later moved to or Georgia, of course, and later moved to um, Texas. So we heard earlier today, coming across from the pond from the United States, that Chrisley Knows Best, that's Todd, and his wife Julie have been found guilty of tax evasion and fraudulent acquisition of loans. So let's get into it. I'm just here to give you just a simple recap. We've been hearing over the years about Chrisley. On one hand, about 5-6 months ago, I came across a video where Chrisley was warning a known YouTuber, an American known YouTuber, and who apparently speculated that Chrisley might be gay. Well, Chrisley took apparently an offense to that and told the blogger to back off. Anyway, moving forward to today's verdict, or a few hours in United States, in the state of Texas, a jury found Chrisley and his wife Julie guilty of taking fraudulent loans back in all the way back to 2007 up to 2012, even before the couple became reality show stars. Apparently, they've been, you know, creating a facade basically of giving this aura or indeed impression that they are much wealthier than they really are. Even myself, I must confess, when I came across Chrisley Knows Best, I would not lie, I enjoyed the family humor. I enjoyed what seemingly as if they were family based around Christian faith. I liked the humor that came from Nanny Faye, that's Chrisley's mother and Julie's mother-in-law, and the interaction with the kids and their flamboyant lifestyle we now come to realize have been a load of fake, really. Anyway, I want to say allegedly, but then the courts in America have found them guilty. So apparently, Todd at one time around 2015 or 2016 had an affair, allegedly, with an employee, a male employee, for about 1 year. The affair broke up, and this employee, who was supposedly the accountant or took care of the accounts for his business, was the one who was making up all these fake figures. At one point, it was even reported where he was able to bamboozle the books and make it look like Chrisley had about $1 million in his account when he actually had almost nothing near to that. And one report said that Chrisley got so excited, he even said to him, "Why don't you even make it look like I've got 4 million?" Well, that's reportedly, and apparently after the relationship broke up between Chrisley and this alleged employee, partner, or whatever he may be in the firm, he personally, obviously, maybe naturally, did not take kindly to it, and that was when they began to spill the beans. Now, according to the jury's verdict today, it's been reported that Judy and Todd have been forging figures since 2007 to 2012 to make it look like they had assets or money or whatever you may think of that they really didn't have, in order to be able to take up loans from American community banks. And of course, part of the guilty verdict is aimed at saying that Chrisley and Judy defrauded community banks, and they went as far as during the trial, his estranged daughter, we understand, gave testimony on his behalf, and Nanny Faye, bless her heart, was also called upon. Apparently, Nanny Faye was made the president of Chrisley's company. Well, don't ask me how Nanny Faye, she is very funny. I like Nanny Faye, who apparently is in her late 70s. But like she candidly said in the court, she never actually read the documents that were presented in front of her. So apparently, one could assume that every fake document that was placed in front of Nanny Faye was being signed off and being manipulated by Todd and his alleged partner, lover, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Anyway, incidentally, Todd and Julie face allegations. And Todd, when he first started his reality show, Chrisley Knows Best, I remember asking someone, what does he do for a living? And I remember one short video where Todd presented himself as a retired investment property mogul. Well, one often wondered about this lavish lifestyle, considering he was retired, and where was all the money coming up from to make up for all these things. So, unfortunately, or fortunately for the community banks, Todd and Julie have been placed on restrictions and on a bond. In other words, they are not allowed to leave certain locations, and they're being monitored until the sentencing. Some people speculate, according to the media sources that I'm announcing from here, from the United States, it could be anything up to 30 years. But then some lawyers say it could be anything about realistically 5 to 7 years, with, as usual, everybody puts in an appeal. Anyway, that is about Todd and Chrisley. And if I may be honest, personally, I'm rather disappointed. But then I am not surprised. Why am I not surprised? Because I've always been a great believer, ever since I was a little girl. I've always had this blessing and gift that I have never wished to be someone who I am not. I have never been envious of another person's wealth or success or what have you. And I am a mother. Being a mother, I've always raised my children with a strong belief and conviction, never comparing themselves with anyone else's, because you never know how people make their money, especially in this day and age of social media. Everybody wants to be popular on television. Some people will go through extreme lengths to do anything to look like they're wealthier than they are not, and hoping that nobody gets to find out. So if you're watching this and you're that person, maybe you're sitting there, you've seen your friends on social media or what have you, and you're probably quietly depressed and thinking, why don't I have this? Or why is everybody doing this? Please do not believe everything you see on television or social media. And by all means, please Count your blessings. Name your blessings one by one. Because I tell you this much, as I always said to my children, and I'm very proud of my children, is whatever you have, however rich or wealthy you are, someone somewhere near you, far from you, around the world, in your town, in your state, is wealthier than you are. And that person has someone else who's even much wealthier or richer than they are. So never you envy someone, and never you be that kind of person who's always trying to compare yourself to your friends, to people you see and all that. Learn, train your mind if you're not used to it. Be contented with what you have. Be grateful to God. And always remember this. There's someone out there who has not got even half as much as you have. Because they say that happiness is a perception of what you see and what you believe. Because there are some people I know, even personally, I see that they are blessed. They have everything a normal human being will be grateful for. But are they happy? No. Why? Because they had rather have theirs and yours great in gratitude. They don't want to see someone else prosper. They have that competing evil spirit in them. And that's not a good place to be. A good place to be is however little, however big you have. Be grateful. Cherish it. Thank God. Every day wake up and say, thank you, God, for what you have blessed me with. Don't look at the things you don't have. Look at the ones you have. Cherish it, enjoy it, and be grateful. So don't be like the Chrisleys, and don't you be tempted to put in fake applications for loans or do things that you may come to regret. And one more thing, as someone said in a comment I saw, the problem with such frauds, or when people do silly things in the name of financial fraud or popularity, is that they forget that whatever they do ends up affecting their families, i.e., could be their children, their parents, their grandchildren. And in the case of Chrisley and Julie, I am actually very close and quietly worried what will become of Chloe, their grandchild, the grandchild from their son, who the son had it with a Black American lady who we never really saw, but Chrisley and Julie, were looking after this child. So what will become of Chloe if they both went to jail? What is the kind of example this couple are setting for their children? I actually personally thought they had some moral standing, some principles and all that. Anyway, that remains to be seen. So until next time when we hear the verdict, I'll be back here to share the verdict with you. Apparently, they will take a few days to conclude on the sentences of the Chrisleys, Todd and Julie. And on this note, thank you, bless you, appreciate what little or big you have. Wherever you are in life, enjoy it, be grateful, and be contented. On this note, please hit the like button, share my video with your friends and family, and please send me your comments or suggestions of topics you'd like me to discuss. And of course, if you have a story to share, a personal story, I promise your name will not be shared. By all means, hit the like button and send it by email to me. You see the link below, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Until next time, wherever you are in the world, good night, goodbye, good afternoon, good morning, au revoir, merci beaucoup, bye. Cut.